Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Thando Mfundisi, a model, entrepreneur, MLB graduate, and a beauty content creator. Today is day 2 of date night makeup looks, and today's look is everything a soft glam. And also, you are definitely gonna enjoy today's story time. It's not even a chit chat of how I found out that I was a side. So if you like what you're looking at and you are obviously curious to hear how I found out, continue watching the video and enjoy. So today we are doing soft glam, and when I think of soft glam I think a whole lot of matte on your face. So yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot of matte or mattifying products in this video. And to prime my face, I'm gonna go ahead with my NYX Cosmetics Shine Killer Primer. Yeah, ne? NYX said I'm at. So you probably won't find this anymore at Clicks, but what I know is that they have like 50% off most of their products. All of their products actually. I'm not even saying most. All of their products. I like this primer because it actually is mattifying, and I think it's so important to use like skin products that are mattifying. Like for me, to prepare for this look, I use my Cetaphil Acne Prone face wash. It's got some mattifying agents in it, and then I also used my organic blueberry rice scrub from Nivea. And then I toned with witch hazel, and then I used my All Control face lotion. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Juvias Place loose highlighter. It's in the shade Nerfetiti, and when using this you really need to be careful because jonga eyeliner. So anyway, someone asked me yesterday when I actually released my my 7-day makeup situation what the difference was between a natural makeup look and a soft glam, and honestly it's preference. I think as brown girls, like, we tend to only stick to like neutral and earthy colors when we are doing our soft glam situation, and I just think that, like, you know, like your browns, your golds, and I just think it's time that we started to explore other colors that literally like melt into our skin. Anyway, the topic at hand today is, or the chit chat part of this whole entire situation is how I found out that I was a side chick. Alright, anyway, for foundation today I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the color bronze, and because I'm sunburned and I've been swimming a lot, I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation in the shade Cinnamon. So I'm going to be using like a duo of foundations today, because this is the Double Wear Foundation. I wear it mostly in winter because I'm lighter then, and yeah girl, I've been swimming. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, like, you realize that I've been swimming. So how I met Ududne was that I actually met him through my friend's boyfriend at the time, and like I just actually noticed that like all the guys that I've dated in my adult life, I've met them through a friend, or they have happened to be my friends. They have happened to be my friend's boyfriend's friend. Like, I just actually realized that, because like when I look at all majority of the relationships, like since I was like 21, that's always been the case. Like, I think this is true, man. Honestly, like, let me not sugarcoat it even. But I also think it's because, like, I think I find it easy to trust someone that I meet through people that I already know and people that I trust, because I don't think like my friend would hook me up with someone who's known to be trash. I almost said or I almost said or, like I don't think guys would literally introduce girls to friends of theirs that they know to be trash. Okay, bluntly put, I think the men awufunda abantu abatsha, honestly, and that doesn't just go for like romantic relationships. I think with friendships as well. Like I literally am a loner, because the less friends you have, the less trauma you have to deal with, and the less dynamics you have to somewhat adapt to, the less personalities you have to deal with or learn or understand and so forth. So also I'm an acquired taste and my strong personality tends to rub people who don't know whether they are coming or going the wrong way. Honestly, back to the story. So how we met was, it was my friend's boyfriend's birthday at the time, right? And because we used to chill together all the time, he extended the invite to us, and we were keen because we weren't doing anything, and like I think we had just gotten out of like test week whereby we were writing tests like back to back. So he was like, oh girls, like you guys can come through, wada 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 wada, it's my birthday tomorrow, so let's rock. And if you're from East London, you probably are familiar with Bucks student night, so we went to that. So now he also had his own friends over, and I can't be 10 honestly. Like I really didn't mind. No one made us feel any sense of discomfort, and yeah, so basically there was just this guy that was just like vibing with me the whole time, now contouring using the Roxxsaurus thingamabobby, the Roxxsaurus contour and highlight palette. So I'm using like the brown in the bottom corner there to basically contour while I let the concealer set. So anyway, brother, so I'm like, okay, we call a brother up. That's like got my attention sort of. But like we're just vibing the whole night. He was so nice. Like, are you cool? What you drinking? Would you like to drink something else? Cause then I wasn't like a drinker. So he was like, no, we're gonna get vodka and cranberry. You're gonna like it. If I were kelanga, and I was just like, okay. I've had vodka and cranberry. It wouldn't be the first time I'm drinking it, so let's rock, let's do it. He's giving me his time of the day, and I think like his friend had briefed him by like what's going on in terms of like the girls that were there or his girlfriend's friend. Like I said, like he's always with us, so he was entertaining me, blah blah blah, Nandi, and yeah, the night ends, we go home. And then the following day, my friend's boyfriend comes over to Rez. I think he went to work or whatever. And he literally comes over and he's like, hey, yeah, so-and-so is actually asking for your number. So I'm like, oh, so-and-so. Oh, okay. I knew like we had a vibe, you know? And brother literally asked his friend to ask for my number. Both his friend already had my number, but I think it was just a courtesy thing. Like by a certain individual because he asked me for your number. No, give it to him. I can't delete any. Yeah. So now I'm chilling there expecting his call. Hey guys, week 1 goes by. Nothing. So I'm like, hey, why would someone go out of their way to ask for my number? Like it just doesn't make sense. Week 2 goes by. Nothing. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I can't delete it. And I just keep it going, keep it moving with my life. Because I had a lot of things to focus on that time. And I just thought, you know what, like let me not even stress about a guy not calling me recruit. I ain't gonna do it, you know? Well, yet at least. Because I could not deny the chemistry we had. Like I couldn't. I just couldn't. So okay, anyway, randomly, I think I was preparing like for like another test week or whatever, and I get a call from a number that I don't know, or that's not safe, I didn't know, and someone is talking. It's like, hey, unjani, like they're so happy and eager to talk to me type of situation. So I'm just like, hi, I'm good, thanks, how are you? Like I'm very like, who the hell are you? And he's just like, oh no, bendulape campus in yako. Oh, I was just driving past your campus. I was actually coming out of home affairs, and I thought I should give you a call. So I'm like, oh, okay, who's this? Adaibo, you don't know who you're talking to. So I'm like, no, I don't. Okay, I'm just quickly using the brush I used to blend the foundation just to create a nice gradient, because this Tarte Shape Tape oh guys, I'm even forgetting to introduce this thing. It's a Shape Tape concealer in the shade Medium Honey. It's too light for me, so I don't want to be ashy, you know, especially not on my forehead. I don't want that highlighted. It's like, no, you're talking to so and so, and yeah, I was close to your campus, and I just thought I should say hi because I thought of you. So I'm like, oh, okay, you like, but okay, nice hearing from you, whatever. So he's like, fine, and I'm like, no, I'm actually I think I had a class. It's my last class, so yeah. So I tell him, man, when my class, that this is my class, this is the last class I have for the day, and then he's like, can I see you afterwards? So I'm like, afterwards I'll be at the library, so I don't know. So he's like, okay, sure, just let me know when you're taking a study break. I get fine. I was like, who you with? So I'm like, I'm with my best friend, we're preparing for a test, blah blah blah. So he's like, oh, okay, sure, I'll be there soon. So I'm like, okay, cool, I could use a break. He comes, shame, he brought us food because we were there like late. No, I can go 8, 9 or almost 9. So he's like, oh no, I thought I should get you guys Nando's. He brought us food, and I even remember what he got us actually. Hey, wow. But he was such a sweetheart. Like, he was an amazing person. I don't even want to lie, and I think that's why I caught feelings kalula. Finally now we are officially together, and months go by, and we are approaching our 5th or 6th month, and now it's December. And in December, usually like the friends that I'm with like throughout the year, like they're not around because they're not from East London. And baby girl decides to hit up her friend from high school. She was actually in town, obviously, because she is originally from East London. So I hit her up and we go out for lunch. I'm gonna use the LA Girl banana powder to set my face. Oh, you know, like those conversations, like, who are you dating now? Blah blah blah. So I tell him like, okay, like I've been with this guy for like an X amount of thingies, but I'm not sure what his story is, blah 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 blah. Yo, does my friend not tell me, dude, this guy has a girlfriend, I know him. So I'm like, where's she from? It's like, she's from here. Like, the girl actually lives here and works at such and such place, the works. So I'm like, when does he have time for her? Like, now I have all these questions, because practically ever since I started dating, like, we've literally been at each other's throats like almost every day. Whenever we weren't together, it was mostly due to me. I had like family duties or commitments or whatever. It was never like him. I confront him, but dude, like, how can you not tell me that you have a girlfriend? And then he's like, who told you that? And I'm like, it doesn't matter who told me that, but is it true? He didn't deny it. And I think till this day, I'm grateful for that, because he was pretty transparent with me, and he literally gave me a platform whereby I make it a choice whether I stay or I go. But now it's like almost 5 months, 6 months, and baby girl has caught feelings. I stayed. Let me let that sit in with my NYX Cosmetics foundation powder in the shade Golden. Guys, I stayed. I'm just literally going to set the rest of my face. I stayed knowing that he has got a girlfriend. Like, I was young, guys, so one like, when has it ever like interfered with us? I'm like, now I'm like, so I'm like, no, let me just think about it. So I'm like, no, let me just think about it, because I mean, this is new information to me. So I think about it, and I'm like, Nyani, yes, this guy was telling me the truth. I'm using my Catrice eyebrow stylist in the color Perfect Brown, and I'm just like, no, Nyani shame. I'm like, he can truly manage this whole thing of having 2 girlfriends, because we've, like, no boundaries have ever been overstepped, do you know what I mean? Like, now I'm making excuses for this guy and his cheating, trifling ways. Now I remember that December I had just started working at Factory, so I had like a holiday job at Factory, and oh brother comes to my workplace with a huge bouquet of flowers and chocolates, and basically a thing is saying congratulations on your new job. And I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet. But now my friend had told me who his girlfriend was, so now I literally like went on her Instagram page and found out that he did the same thing for her. Hey, the victim's done pow. Like, it started making sense, because I remember I wanted this other bag from Aldo, and he literally bought 2 bags, and I was like, who's the other bag for? I was like, no, it's for my sister, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, now I'm starting to look at this nigga like sideways, because the equation, you do this side, you do the other side. But I admire him for it. You know, like, some people can actually feel that they're side chicks. Like, they know that if their calls are being ignored, like, this guy is most likely to be with their other girl or with their wife or whatever. With me, I never experienced that. Like, he used to like pick up my calls. If he missed it, he would return it like almost immediately, except for times where he would be like in a meeting. Like, so I managed to pull in favors, and then I got a VIP ticket to the Metro FM Heatwave. So I tell my mans, hey, don't spend on something, and I like my tickets to Heatwave. I managed to get a ticket for me and my best friend, who was in town that time. So we got VIP tickets, and we're gonna get that. So it's like, oh, okay, cool, I can't pretend. It's whatever, I'll see you there. At my brow, I'm gonna be using the NYX eyeshadow primer in the color Skintone. Into a cab, after work I go home, freshen up a bit, and then I get into a cab and I go get my friend, and we go to the Heatwave. I tell him when I get to the Heatwave, but I'm at the Heatwave, blah blah blah. He's like, no, I am not. I wanna chill with my friends here at the general section and whatnot. So Nyani, I see them, and when I see them, I see him standing with another girl that a guy friend of mine had told me he had seen him with. So now obviously I'm mad. Dude, like, isn't it bad enough that you have made a side chick out of me? Now you want a side chick to the side chick. In fact, as long as it's this side chick's basically. Before this guy comes and greets me, my friend notices that his girlfriend is there, right? And like, what I didn't know is that the girlfriend actually knew who I was and what I am to her boyfriend. So I noticed that he was with his sister, and the girlfriend was with his sister, and the sister literally like pretended as though she didn't know me, and she knew me very well. Sees that this girl is talking to me, or I think because some of her friends, the girlfriend's friends, were within the vicinity, so I think they called one of my boyfriend's friends to say, hey, shubile boys. This girl's like following me now because we're going to the bathroom, so I'm like, dude, like I don't want to talk to you, like I don't even know you like that, so like don't even breathe my direction. Like, so I'm gonna go in with this brown just to buff out this berry color. Next thing you know, I see my boyfriend's best friend come flying out, like literally holds me. Now this chick is like acting all rowdy now, like I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. Now she's coming, she's wild, she's wilding out now. I see this, the fuel to the fire was added when the guy came and literally was like to the hand, what are you doing? Like, you're protecting her, you are protecting her. Blah 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 blah. Now I'm like confused, like now this hand is not determined to like F me up, like she's determined to like hit me. And the sister literally pulls me aside and says to me, Thando, what's going on, Danam? Please just explain to me. I'm like, you know what's going on. Now I'm mad at the sister for acting as though she don't know what's going on. Obviously I'm being confronted here because of your brother. Now guys, let me describe to you like how it would have been game over for me. This hand is wearing trainers, not sneakers, trainers, denim shorts and a tank top. She has a nice weave on and she's a very beautiful girl, I won't lie. Let me describe to you what I was wearing. I was wearing an off-the-shoulder dress, short black dress, a thong underneath and sandals because it was a grass event. She would have killed me in one move, like she would have literally like dragged my dress and it would have been game over for me. And my friend is like, no, let's not go back there while it's still heated and stuff like that, because it's not a cute look to see girls fighting, and I was like, no, I agree with you, but like you're talking to the wrong person. I'm not the one who's starting nonsense, yeah. So we just go into the crowd. Okay, in the crowd, you start seeing people I know, and now I'm just chilling. My friend Luna calls me and says, "Are you okay? Where are you? Please come towards the VIP area." I go towards the VIP area, so I'm like, "Do you have your hand in check? Because this is not what I signed up for. I'm just using, there's no new product in this brush or added product in this brush. It's the one that I use to apply my eyeshadow base, but I'm just applying it so that like it picks up pigment, you know what I mean? When I put the eyeshadow, because I'm not sure about the pigment of the color that I'm trying to use, okay? Whether it's gonna pick up or not. So okay guys, so I'm like, dude, what the hell was that? Like, I'm so confused. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use these two colors. I'm like, dude, like what's going on? Like, this is definitely not what I signed up. Date someone who has a girlfriend, then that's it, because and this open balega up and looking over my shoulder because you have a girlfriend that wants to F me up. So baby boy gets mad that I'm literally like breaking up with him, because I'm literally like, dude, I did not sign up for this life. I did not sign up for London. No, he's like, no, so and so is just drunk, and I think like her friends being around here is literally what's hyping her up or getting her all worked up, and like she's really not this kind of person, blah blah. I'm like, you telling me? You mean so and so is not this kind of person? Because she actually did it. She tried to hit me. Actually, I'm gonna leave. Me and her are gonna leave now, so that you can enjoy the remainder of your night. I'm really sorry about what happened. So I'm just gonna go in with this pinky color here, like in the inner corners. So I'm like, okay, Putty, I'm banned so I can enjoy my night. Leave. You and your hand must go, because I'm not gonna have fun. And guys, the lineup was so lit. His best friend comes to me and calms me down. He's like, nah, you're basically saying the same thing, that she's not usually like that. My boy loves you. The works, right? You know how that chat goes. Now in my head I'm like calculating, okay, maybe by now these people are gone. Let me just go back inside. I wanna try this purple out. Let me just go back inside and see what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? 'Cause I left my friend in there. She's all alone. And me, I'm busy dealing with domestics that I shouldn't be dealing with. Like, you are the one who decided to have multiple girlfriends. Sort your situation out. But at the back of my mind, I also didn't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? A friend of mine that I was doing promos with was like, dude, there's a girl and apparently she is so-and-so's girlfriend, but she was basically harassing every and anyone that she was seen talking to. She was basically like asking around for you, and if she comes up to you with that BS, because she was slightly older than me, my friend is like, because why if you don't somehow? Does this girl not pull me? So I'm like, I'm a girl, like what are you doing? Girl, guys, undifuna apha, undifuna shushu. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you, like leave me the hell alone. Now the boyfriend's here, because apparently they were leaving, they were on their way out when she bumped into me. Now the boyfriend's here, now the sister's here. So my friend literally grabs her arm off my arms. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, like guys, I was icy. Okay, I ain't gonna get drinking. She's like, like, you're laughing at me, you're laughing at me, you're laughing at me. I'm like, yeah, because you're a joke right now. Like, what are you doing? And Not like she's like whiling out, like legit guys, it was like so annoying. You're too pretty to be acting the way that you're acting. And this girl's like, I don't care, I don't care. Our boyfriend's best friend literally grabbed her and like, yeah, that was basically like the end of it. The end of that interaction. I called the guy the following day because I'm like, this hand is probably gonna sleep over at his place because he needs to do some damage control. And I just continue with my night. I have fun. I go from Metro Heatwave, I go to Oh My. I'm having fun with my friend now. Now we've moved on from the drama because we had fun and the night must go on because I did not ask for a night out Ekaya for it to be ruined by someone's insecurity and cheating boyfriend. So I'm just using this smudge. It's actually a brow pencil, but it's so creamy and jelly. I tell him like what happened yesterday was so unacceptable, and you not having control of that situation was basically didn't give me confidence that you'll be able to manage the entire situation. Like this girl now tore my dress. This girl like literally embarrassed herself and myself simultaneously. Like I'm not happy with how everything happened. Do you think he replied to me? So I'm like, oh, okay, then there goes that relationship. It's fine. I'll dust myself off and be about my life. This thing happened on a Saturday. And it's Sunday, he ignores me. Monday, he ignores me. Doesn't return my text whatsoever. So I'm just using this brush. I don't know what it's called, but I'm basically gonna smudge this out. Let me use this purple and this berry color to smudge it out. So on the Wednesday of that week, he decides to feature back. Okay? Oh baby boy, you're still on my mind. So say like no need for an explanation. He just disappeared and ignored my calls because the girlfriend only left his house that Wednesday morning. I'm like to him, so you had absolutely no time to return any of my calls, any of my texts, and the only reason that you and I dated you further, after finding out that you have a girlfriend was that ndingaivi ukuba une girlfriend. Do you know what was risky about this entire situation was that it had become known where I was working. Is that a small town, eh? Now I'm like shit scared basically. But Jonga, lo mntu angafika apha andinyise. Talk to the guy and I'm like, dude, like I literally every day I am nervous. I'm nervous she's gonna show up at my place of work. I like how this eye is turning out now. I'm nervous that I might lose my job because of her and I need this money. What? No, she'll never do that again. She'll never do that again. So don't worry, go back to work. If ever you feel like you're facing the situation that's threatening to you, like just let me know. But we pushed this relationship thing for quite a while because I think we actually broke up a year or two afterwards. Yeah, like a year and a half after that year. And that's because of other things, because he started becoming abusive towards me. He started cheating with other people. And that's why till this day, like, I personally don't forgive cheating. That's why, like, till this day, like, I'm just like, yo, there's so much effort that goes into a guy cheating on their girlfriend. And it's, guys, I don't know how I've done it after afterwards, after like my experience with like being a side. I don't know like how I did the whole situation of like continuing to date someone knowing that they are cheating on me, because like that was not the last experience I've had of being cheated on. So anyway, I'm using my Hey Chicks palette. I'm using this blush over here. I've had this for a while. And one thing about me, I actually don't buy blush really, and bronzer. Like guys go through so much admin to cheat, and that's why today I'm one of those hands who literally find cheating to be like a breaking point, like because there's just so much effort that takes place. Undo cheater guys, yo, they must come up with a lie. They sometimes have to get other people into their lie. So there's literally like a conspiracy to make you a fucking idiot. Because wena uzazi nguwe wedwa, and like yeah, there will be people that will come in the comment section and say, oh, but all guys cheat, blah blah blah. I'm going back with my Juvias Place highlighter in the shade Nerfetiti. Umuntu sana uyasebenzela. All of that, like even with my recent experience with like my recent ex, I literally told him, but dude, you were having fun at the expense of my feelings, my well-being, my health as well, yours as well. But when at least you've consented to the idea that if you contract an STI or an STD or HIV or whatever from your cheating ways, YAAAAAS, it wouldn't be easy for me to accept that, because I didn't go out of my way to cheat on you. Like, let me know in the comment section if you guys actually forgive cheating. I'm gonna go grab my white eyeliner from Essence for my waterline. I'm going with that berry color again for my underneath my waterline. Like, it literally messes up with your self-esteem more than anything, and for me that's like hard, because we're young, we have insecurities, and now we want to add on to those insecurities by bringing people into our situation. That's not fair. If you go to female like prisons, you will find out that most of the women, like some of the women that are there, if not most, are there because they've assaulted and they've killed basically women that they were sharing men with. So I don't want to be part of that stats. So I'm going to use this dark purple lip liner from YAAAAAS.